How are we doing today? Can y'all hear me? Perfect. Perfect. All right. We're good. We're good. How are we doing today, chat? I mean, it looks like we got another one. We got another one, and this one is the Tuah, the Tuah girl, Haley Welch, I believe her name is, right? So she's done and did it, right? She's done what most influencers have done when you know the writing is on the wall for these clowns, okay? And what is that writing? Well, you know, whatever podcast or 15 minutes of fame that you had, it's kind of going down the wayside, right? So the one way you can almost usually tell it's the end of the line for these guys, well, it's simple, a crypto scam. Are you guys starting to see a pattern, right? All of these guys, I mean, it wasn't too long ago we covered Andrew Tate literally doing 4 of these things in one live stream, by the way. It wasn't long ago, so you already know it's over for him, right? And when that happened, all of these dudes, right, all these people come out and they defend the crypto, right? Oh, dude, come on. You got to understand what's going on. You don't really know what this is, okay? It's the future. It's the future. I'm going to tell you this. Y'all keep allowing yourselves to get scammed by these charlatans. You keep allowing yourself to, you know, have these rug pulls repeatedly happen. Well, guess what? What's the future of crypto? It's gonna get regulated. It's gonna get regulated heavily. Matter of fact, the whole Tuah scam, right? She's not escaping from that because now some of the people who got with this rug pull are filing SEC complaints against the Tuah scam because again, this was so brazen. I'm talking just straight up textbook scam. We talking Elizabeth Holmes, I am Theranos type bullshit going on with this crypto scam rug pull, right? It was barely a day that this thing was released, and then all of a sudden it took a nosedive, right? So CoffeeZilla calls this out, and he basically goes in and confronts these guys and say, "What are you doing? Like, what is this, right?" And obviously they did the usual rigmarole and try to act like, oh no, we had no idea this was going on. That we had no idea. Go ahead. Y'all keep letting these fools get away with it. It's gonna get regulated. The crypto market will get regulated, right? And what's gonna happen is all of these things that you guys touted that were made that cryptocurrency so different from the fiat system, it's not gonna the difference is gonna be minuscule, right? And that's the pathway you guys are heading downwards because again, it's not the people who are the crypto bros who are like super into this, right? It's not usually the people, I mean, it is, but a lot of the guys like who are in these chat logs or in these podcasts that promote these cryptos heavy, a lot of these guys, they kind of know they're in it to lose, right? Like, take a look at the guy that lost on the Andrew Tate crypto scam. One of it was the guy who manages his Twitter. Imagine this: somebody that works for you lost money on your scam, right? On the boss's scam. That's crazy, right? And he lost over $30,000. This Twitter manager for Andrew Tate. Do you know what his mindset was? His mindset was like, oh well, it's part of the game. It's only part of the game. Yeah. I lost 30 grand, my life savings. But it's part of the game, right? I mean, that's how we play, right? So, like, chat, bro, I shit you not. This is how these guys operate. This is how they think, right? So, it's not those guys that get scammed that we have to worry about. It's the new players that come in. The new players who come in, who are the guys who don't really understand crypto, right? They don't really get crypto, but they're seeing that, one of their favorite creators that they support, like the Hawk Tour girl, which I don't know why you guys support her. It doesn't make any sense. But they're saying, hey, if she has a crypto going on, maybe her crypto ecosystem can be perfect for exactly what we need, right? And first of all, what is the crypto meme coin ecosystem going to get you other than keeping your actual money locked on their platforms and you just getting one of their shit tokens? I mean, it seems like they're making off like bandits and you guys are just stuck on these platforms with your money frozen, right? So I don't know what you thought the meme coin was going to be all about. But yeah, it wasn't about shit because it got rug pulled, right? So you guys, more and more of this stuff keeps happening. The government's gonna be involved, and they're gonna be involved heavy, right? And all of a sudden, you're gonna be like, well, what happened? How did this go wrong? Where did this government overreach? No, see, it's a two-part system here, buddy. All right, so if you are going to basically, and make sure that you are part of an ecosystem, you make sure you keep that bitch balanced, okay? Because if you're the consumer, do your research so you don't get got, okay? And again, if you're an influencer, don't scam your fans, right? It's a two-way balance. The influencer and the fan base have to work in unison to keep the government regulations out. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all are playing exactly into their hands. Yeah, all y'all Matrix calling out wannabes getting the crypto this, but y'all the same people that promote these scams, you are playing right into the powers that be's hands. Because they're basically sitting there saying, no, let them have their crypto fun. The public will run to us and beg us to regulate it for them. That's the evil plan. That's what you're doing. And we can see this as clear as day, right? So they rubbing their knuckles and saying, yeah, soon, very soon, the public, they will beg us. They will beg us to regulate it. And now with the Hawk Tour scam and the recent scams all these crypto people are doing, right? People are now complaining to the SEC. It's only a matter of time till those powers that be's decide to say, yeah, let's put a heavy hand on this. So the great thing is it's gonna, cut down on the rug pull and protect consumers. The bad thing is, y'all know what happens when the government institute policies to protect you. Those policies don't usually go away. They're permanent. They become a permanent mainstay, right? So again, I just find it interesting. The people who talk about global control and global nonsense, right? They're marching their congregation right through that cliff, and y'all are just acting like y'all not part of the plan. It's funny to me, but let's go ahead and get into this video. But before we do, okay, let's go ahead and shout out to y'all sponsors. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, so please do not hesitate to sponsor the show. And how do you do that? It's real simple. Just hit the like button. And congratulations, you are a show sponsor, and I love you. Thank you for being here. So before we get into the CoffeeZilla video, though, let's get into some headlines that are making wave, right? Particularly the ones that are, detailing, some of these fan bases that are filing massive complaints to the SEC based off the Hawk Tour girl scandal. Yeah, it was that bad that now they're like, they're essentially complaining, right? They're complaining, and now she's facing a bunch of pump and dump charges or allegations that, people are saying, hey, this is as clear as day, right? So let's go ahead and read through this article real quick. Popped out a couple days ago. It says, Haley Welch, better known as the viral Hawk Tour girl, has faced backlash following the failed launch of her meme coin Hawk, right? Which crashed by more than 90% just hours after it hit the market. 90% in hours, bro. Like 90%. I mean, what again? You guys on the internet, you guys pay attention to these influencer scams and rug pulls, right? What makes you think they're not gonna do this to you, right? I mean, any influencer at this point coming out with a crypto meme coin, right? It's likely a cash grab at this point. I'm not saying all of it, but I just do your research, okay? So let's continue, right? The 22-year-old internet personality is being accused of scamming investors. This week, Welch attempted to cash in on her viral fame by launching her own meme coin, cryptocurrencies that are based on viral memes or pop culture references such as Dogecoin or Pepe coin. Speaking of fortune before the launch, Welch insisted that her meme coin, named Hawk, was not just a cash grab. Okay, that definitely aged well. However, less than 24 hours later, at least one investor has already filed a complaint with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Listen, this is chat. This is how brazen the scam was. Like, it was so bad. Like, within hours of the launch, and the fan base started seeing that, oh shit, we're losing 90% of our revenue. If they were like, fuck it, we're not even trying to sell no more. We calling the SEC. They started calling the SEC the moment they saw their cash going like this. Oh my goodness! And this was before probably the CoffeeZilla getting on them and like talking to them on Twitter, because they ended up holding a space on a space or whatever it is, and it went as bad as you would expect. Okay, and we're gonna cover that too because it was hilarious, right? But I just found it funny that people weren't even trying to sell no more. At that point, they gave up. They're like, you know what? Who do we call? SEC. Let's do it. Hey! I'm losing money over here. Who? Hot Tuah. Yeah, I bought the hot coin. The hot coin, yeah. Now they got me. I don't know what to do, right? So, damn, bro. So within hours, one investor has already filed a complaint with the U.S. SEC, and obviously there's going to be more to follow along with that. So buckle up, Miss Welch, because you're going to get this now. 15 minutes the same. That's going to turn into some jail time, possibly. We don't know, right? I mean, this was brazen, but there is no regulation on this. My theory is something like this, right, might be one of the main catalysts to kickstart that regulation that I was talking about earlier. If you guys don't think that's coming down the pipeline, it's coming down the pipeline. These idiots are marching you down that road, and you guys are falling victim for it. And you have no one else to blame but yourself, because you could have done the research. Yes! Of course, the tools were right here in front of you. You choose not to use it. So whose fault is that? It's both of y'all. So when Hawk launched this on Solana blockchain on Wednesday, December 4th evening, with the price of I don't even know what 0.5 or 0.005492, it quickly surged to more than 900% and accumulated a market cap of $490 million. The token's price peaked at 0.004028. The Crypto Times reported, before its market cap plummeted to 60 million. Wow, they bled y'all dry. That's crazy. Imagine going from 490 million market cap to 60 million the moment you open, within the hour. Like, there's no more excuse, because y'all are grown adults, right? Are you guys that desperate to make money that you're going to be buying into this, right? How do you let this happen? I'm actually genuinely confused. I don't know how rational adults can actually have this happen to them. And it's not like she did anything special, right? I mean, she just hot tour, right? And her fucking... even her podcast wasn't about shit. I mean, she was getting ratioed like crazy, like, because people genuinely didn't understand like why she was famous, right? And it's one of those things where she was smart about it, right? You know, you get that viral moment and you try to turn it into something, and she tried to turn it into a podcast, and it was just weird because, like, one thing she didn't count on is how people will find her voice very, very annoying because it's like a very over the top, cheesy type of character. You could tell it's like, like stop. What is this? Knock it off. What kind of nonsense you got going on over here, right? So that is just basically what that is. But the fact that she had a fan base, it tells me she's one of them industry plants. Yeah, they got them on the internet now. Y'all don't know that? On the internet, some of these influencers, bro, this is how they when they pop out of nowhere, all of a sudden you see how all these viral people like Jake Paul or Logan Paul or some of these guys, they'll end up on these platforms, right, to give it a much needed boost. Yeah, if you don't think that the music industry and what happened behind the scenes is already happening to certain influencer groups in the internet space, you're already high, okay? Or maybe you're not high enough. we gotta get you on a different level, brother. We gotta get you soaring over here. But I'm telling you right now, bro, there's a group, there's a clique with the influencer internet space, okay? And if you pay the money or you sell your soul or whatever the fuck you gotta do, these people will end up on your podcast. All of a sudden, you could be a hot tour girl, go viral, then start a podcast, and then be number 5, like out there, like just be number 5 top platform out there, and then without really doing anything, you're getting all these major guests and whatnot. It's because there's an underground thing, something that used to happen in the music industry, still happens in the music industry. Now it's happening in the internet industry, right? So again, y'all got to be vigilant. That's all I'm saying, bro. These people, she's the industry plant, okay? So the rapid nosedive was credited by some to the insider wallets and sniper entities that rapidly buy up huge amounts of token supply at launch, which reportedly controlled between 80 and 90% of Hawk's supply. According to Cointelegraph, one wallet managed to purchase 17.5% of the meme coin supply, worth $993,000. That's almost $1 million at one time. This is an insider job. No way. You could blame it on snipers. Yeah, sure. You can blame it on snipers here. Sniper did this here, whatever the fuck. But if somebody is buying 17.5% of them, which is worth almost $1 million, this is an insider job. I mean, that's why the scam was so obvious, because some of the accounts were actually tied to Hawk and her team, right? So don't let Hawk Tour or Haley Welch try to finagle what's actually happening here. I don't. Maybe she can argue how much of awareness she had of the plan or the scam, but at the end of the day, her face is all over it. So she can try to blame her team, and that's gonna come up next. I didn't do it. They did it. I didn't know what I was signing. They just told me I could sign it, right? And I did. Ignorant is not an excuse to get away with a crime. It's just not. It is what it is, bro. So almost $1 million someone bought your tokens for. They knew what they were doing, right? So and they sold it less than 2 hours later for a profit of $1.3 million. You're saying it's a sniper? A sniper did this? Snipers just buying coins worth almost $1 million and then selling it for well over $1 million. So there's a clear profit there. So I mean, it's just when you look at stuff like this, man, y'all gotta wake up. This is all over the place. Let's continue. Many online commentators accuse Welch and her team of a pump and dump scheme, whereby coins are bought at a low price, heavily promoted to inflate their value, and then sold off at a peak, often by company insiders, aka her team, right? So Welch denied all allegations of insider trading, stating in an X/Twitter post that her team hasn't sold one token and not one coal has been given was given one free token, right? So then she continues, we tried to stop the snipers as best we could through high fees. Pay attention to that. In the start of the launch at Meteora AG, she wrote, the fees have now been dropped. The Independent has contacted Welch's representatives for further comment. Welch's manager, Johnny Foster, previously told Fortune that Welch will own 10% of the supply of Hawk, but will not be able to sell it for 1 year. That's bullshit, because it already happened. They're doing it through their teams, right? So let's go back to the high fees, because it's going to make sense when we go into CoffeeZilla's video, because CoffeeZilla breaks down that someone made over $1 million on the fees alone. Right? And then later on during the call, the member of the team admitted that it was Haley that the money goes to. So if more people who are affected by the scams decide to start reporting to the SEC, I think, listen, that's up to y'all. Y'all the ones that got scammed. But this might be the catalyst to basically kickstart that regulation train. That good old crypto regulation train you crypto boros fought so hard to avoid. Look where we at. I mean, those things just fun. It just comes full circle. It's almost like the guys in the Matrix were just sitting there. They knew you guys were going to do this, right? Because when they tried their hand to regulate it at first, y'all were strong. Y'all fought back. Y'all believed in the message. But then over time, y'all let these scammers and influencers and ain't shit people get into the communities. They corrupt the message. They corrupt the dream. And then all of a sudden, the powers that be just sit back and say, hey, they're doing exactly what we thought. Now they're going to actually beg us to regulate them. Can you believe this? We didn't even have to lift a finger. When we tried to force our hand, they bit us. Now they'll be begging for our help. Y'all are, bro, I think some of y'all just need to understand the game of power. And how that works, because I think a lot of you men, adults out there are completely clueless to how this world really operates, right? So without being said, let's go ahead and go into CoffeeZilla's video here. Shout out to CoffeeZilla.
Hawk to a scam, exactly how it happened, and I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Happy to answer.
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull.
I like how she said that, like she really did something. Okay, then why the fuck are you on? Haley, Haley, that's not a good comeback. Your scam was very, very brazen.
I think it's relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
You're saying,
do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pulled. You're defaming our character.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second, but I want to break down the Hawk to a scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets. The
bro, that's so textbook. Like, Haley, bro, you can't. Nah, Haley. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot sit there and say you had no idea none of this was going on. Not really, like, bro. I mean, you with this being so brazen, it's very, very hard, bro. This is just like tater tot tard levels of just insanity. At least with Andrew Tate's case, he's all the way in Romania, so we don't know if when regulations come about, if these guys are gonna get their just due. But with you, Haley, they might make an example out of you. We're looking at the next Elizabeth Holmes of the crypto scams right here, and she don't even have to be the worst one. She just has to be an example.
Being that some of them might be dumping on you. Pretty quickly, the Hawk Tuah girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say,
like a
which
dummy.
Said, team hasn't sold one token and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. And so you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token, and then they post, obviously, a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they pre-sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event. Now, I spoke to some people who bought into this pre-sale. They say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans.
Those investors were probably people who are members of a team who created their own wallets. That's how that works. You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, we don't know these other wallets." No, they know, right? You create these tokens, you give them out, right? And then all of a sudden, as soon as everyone has their wallet and the token in place, now it's just time to hype everything up, right? And that's what they did. And honestly, we got to figure out how these podcasters are getting basically industry plants. We got to figure out the industry that's pumping out these fake ass influencers, because Hawk Tour Girl, realistically, she should have never really gotten past that 15 minutes, right? And it shows that she was like, with this crypto scam, it shows because people weren't even really feeling her videos. People weren't really feeling her podcast. Matter of fact, she was getting ratioed. So you got to ask yourself the question, who was propping this woman up? Like, who was propping this up and saying she got talent, right? Why was the Paul brothers, like, was it Jake Paul? Why was he on there? I mean, the Paul brothers, they got exposed for doing crypto scams too. And matter of fact, some of these other influencers that are in these rings, are also exposed for doing rug pulls, right? You're starting to see the correlation here, right? And then you think about it for a little bit, right? And then you say, okay, maybe Haley didn't know, right? Because like I said earlier, there are groups of people who act like management teams and try to sell you on the next thing to try to make your channel pop or make you more money or revenue, right? And these guys are probably part of the internet establishment on social media that I'm talking about that manages all these other influencers. And they probably came to Haley and say, hey, Haley, we got a deal for you. Hey, how about we help you set up a crypto thing? It's awesome. All the other influencers are doing it. You're going to make a ton of money. Your friends are going to make a ton of money. All these different things. And they probably sweeten the deal for her. Who knows, right? And then they'll say, don't worry about it, Haley. We'll handle all the rest. We'll if anything happens, we just say this or say that or whatever, right? It almost seemed like even when the rug pull happened, she's getting pre-written statements, right? It's almost like she was ready for this. Like that team that approached her with the deal gave her the template for what to do. And Haley let her greed follow through with the plan, right? So maybe she didn't know what the team was going to do or how fast they were going to rug pull the whole situation. But don't sit there and act innocent like these were snipers or anything like that, because these people came to you with that. And they do this to other influencers too, right? There are groups of guys who make money by trying to get other influencers to create tokens and promote them. It's a scheme, right? So that's what I'm saying. Y'all are getting regulated pretty soon. That's coming. Like before 2026, probably. I don't know. But it's coming, because before the global shit breaks out, they got to control the currency first.
That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Haley Welsh's fans, or Hawk Tuah Girl's fans. And I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting, like, actual fans who've never been involved in, the crypto space before.
Hence the reason one of them called the SEC right away. They're like, oh, you gonna do me like that? SEC, okay, we got you. That's what it is, because they are targeting the average people. These are the people that get hurt. And it sucks because they're innocent. But honestly, y'all should have did the research too.
They don't know any better. And you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding. And they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool. Free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool. Done.
Do you see how that works? He's literally breaking it down. They target the ignorant. So listen. The internet also, even though it's being used for negativity, right, it also has the tools for you to protect yourself. just research, right? Go do the research. That's it. Because they are specifically looking for dummies, ignorant people who think they have an idea of what crypto is, but they're just the sacrificial lamb. Worth over what? How much they make? Almost what? 1 point something million. Jeez, man, how you got to grow up.
Not only did they say it, they sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, you know, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine. But a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this launched, they had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means, and because the team now blames snipers for a lot of this rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee. Meanwhile, on Deck Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million.
Huh. I wonder if this sniper and the fee managers are correlated. I wonder if that's the same thing. You know, this is just too good to be true. As Vesri said, old white dudes. It probably is, right? Because then how did Hawk Tour Girl, like, rise through the ranks, right? Because I'm thinking she had to ride some kind of grift, right? Some kind of grift that involved a bunch of old white dudes. Because they love them some blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, you know, that good old American archetype. It's probably them because it can't be the crypto bros or the bros who are on the internet because they don't fall for that stuff. They don't fall because they're already been conditioned by the red pill, so they're not gonna fall for that. It's got to be people who are not used to the internet, but they see a pretty girl on the internet and they're like, I'll invest. It's an old person. It's probably old dudes, bro.
And their total profits and
sucks.
loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited. Did Hawk Tour Girl make the money? Who made the money in this whole thing? And they essentially dodged the question. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay, that's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees.
That's
Who made
crazy.
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Haley.
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Come on.
Well, the project is over here.
Who?
Haley Welch.
There you go. I mean, you see how much liars get caught? See, a truth don't have to dress it up in all these pretty lies to be a truth. The truth is what the fuck it is. See how he lied? Oh, well, it's a project. Well, who is it? Well, she's right here. Oh, who is that? Haley Welch. Why was it so hard to pull all of that out of you? Huh? So the person who's also making money off the fees is her. Hey, Haley. So, again, it seems like y'all are double dipping here. And the only people that suffers are the idiot fan base that got suckered into this. Haley got money on the fees. And she probably got a bunch of these wallets too. And her friends got these wallets too that they all sold off on. They double deep. That's why Coffee is saying this is a very brazen scam. Yo, shout out to Glassy Eyes for the 5. Glassy Eyes says, high value victim, buying her coin. Thought you might give me photos, make me sex. Hey, OnlyFans might come through. Like, listen, if we know crypto's probably the end of the rhyme for a lot of these podcasters, right? She might just fuck around and go on OnlyFans. And dude, I'm telling you right now, people are gonna sign up, right? If Hawk Tour, let's say this scandal crashes her podcast career, right? Because it's gonna go to the top. Let's say she gets off scot-free, right? And she's gonna find a new way to grift. Because someone like this, they need the clout. It's OnlyFans. And she'll probably not even do like nude stuff. She'll probably just troll a bunch of all as well. Right? Like, who's that one internet person that sold a bunch of people bathwater? It's kind of like that. That's what this is. Some people are just so weird. It says maybe sex. How could she do this to me? I'll fix her. I'll give her a second. Yeah, these dudes, bro, they be simping hard, and you can't blame them. All right, these guys, they're listening to tards to learn how to get better with women, but the problem is they don't realize that the people they're learning from, they're not actually good with women, and you can learn by just watching them. Like just look at these guys you're following. Look how the women treat them with absolute disrespect. I mean, do you want that in your life?
Right. And
How much does Haley Welsh own?
this is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns
Do you
it.
know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? This is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. How
Like, you can get a token created for like $300-$400, right? That's it. The real money comes from just marketing and promotion. That's where these weird management companies come into hand, right? But it's not hard to create a fucking crypto token. Matter of fact, it's not even hard to program a platform. What are you talking about? Like, see, it's people who don't know how the technology works behind this stuff. They're the ones who get duped. They think this stuff is just so far out to do. No, you can program this stuff in 6 hours. That's how long I'm not fast at it. I know people that can do this in like less than, right? Like, it's not like, what do you, bro? Stop. The management fees, all that, y'all ate off of these people. You ate off of them. That's what y'all did. Haley, all y'all clowns, y'all did that, right? Again, stop with the bullshit. Y'all think I'm playing? Go on Fiverr right now. Type in crypto token. Somebody will probably charge less than that to pop that up, and they'll do it in 12 hours. Here you go. Here's your token. Now you got to do the rest and market it. Stop playing games with people's money, bruh.
And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays.
Bro is allergic to answering questions. Like, what is this? Oh, well, I mean, it's the foundation. Okay, who's the foundation? Are y'all the foundation? I mean, it's the foundation, though. So is it the team that is part of the foundation? What? Who's getting the money? If it's the foundation, okay. And if you guys are part of the foundation, so are y'all getting the money? No, it's the foundation. Bruh. You see how you just dressing up this? Stop lying, bro. Just say the truth.
These people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the Tuah meme token.
That is mad inefficient. Like, what are y'all doing? It's a cash grab. It's a cash grab. And probably people know 18s are either the management team or Haley Welch's family or friends they're cashed in.
So, I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Tuah Girl, who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy, Doc Hollywood, who is like,
I'm not versed in her Twitter, but just based off of her Twitter handle, and y'all more than welcome to say, Duke, okay, this is far-fetched, okay? Go look at her Twitter. I haven't looked, okay? I just saw the news article, and I'm playing Coffeezilla's video because he's talked directly to the source, right? But based off her Twitter profile here, I'm thinking she probably rode that conservative grip, bro. I'm pretty sure she rode that conservative grift, right? It just seems like kind of like that. She seems similar to that girl. You remember that girl that said the N-word Like she casually dropped the N-word and then got her 15 minutes of fame, and then that turned into something else. Are y'all noticing the same archetype of woman that just gets served up and then they just have these insane rise to fame by these guys who are probably attracted to women like her, right? And then all of a sudden these women, they get to a point where their ego takes over and then they crash hard, right? It seems like it's the same archetype of woman. And I think it's like they know what avenue to go and where to get people, right? Y'all let me know if this is too far-fetched. I don't know her Twitter, but just based off this handle, I know exactly what game she was playing with these clowns. And I know exactly the kind of clowns that lost the money to this shit.
Joey Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like he's this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting Hawk to a girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a meme coin class, okay?
Oh, God.
And he goes unhinged on her call. 3, you have the guys running the crypto token, and 4, you have the insiders who paid money to get early access to this coin and then are rug pulling a lot of Haley Welsh's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe,
Bullshit.
or maybe she's making a ton of money. Talking about Hawk to a girl. So
she made $1 million off the fees. That goes to the foundation, and then she got free tokens that she dumped on the market through different wallets. So she made money on that end too as well. So no. So you listen. You could play the ignorant. Maybe one of the Nelk boys and their crypto squad teams, they approached you with their manager and said, hey, yo, Haley, you can make so much money, baby. Go ahead and do this rug pull. And then, you let the management team handle that. But it don't change the fact that Haley made bank off of this, right? And if her fans, these old white dudes, possibly, I don't know who they are, right, who kind of like this woman, if they're calling the SEC already, right, you guarantee there's more to be held, because $1.7 million in fees and $2 million in sales over here, bruh, that's millions of dollars. That's a lot of money lost from people. They're gonna miss that, and times are getting harder where it's like people ain't got that shit to be thrown around like that, which you should be ashamed of yourself for doing it in the first place.
So with that said, I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call, and you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice. Not only that, this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill. He said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically, for doing this for them, as if he's doing them a favor. Basically, generally berating the people who had maybe lost money in this. And so,
but I mean, that's what they all do. This is what liars and scammers and these crypto bros or liars do. Right? Because when you lose money, it's your fault. Oh, they're lying. Or you got to suck it up. Or you're an idiot. Or obviously you don't know how this works. No, the snipers did this and that. You clearly got it wrong. See, they're banking on your ignorance. That's why they can get away with calling you stupid and whatnot. See, listen, that's why I keep telling y'all on this channel. The message here is there's no answers out there, bruh. If you already know the truth and it feels like a scam, don't invest in it. Otherwise, he's going to call you stupid.
So quite frustrating to go into. And, well, anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you. Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different, not dumping on you, not bundle snipes, not 100% of the liquidity.
And Coffee's is shocked because he's saying that, but that's exactly what they did. It's like he's berating the audience for saying, no, listen, you guys are stupid for thinking everything's out there is a scam, right? See, it's your fault. You got brainwashed by the left-wing media, all right? The Matrix, You got brainwashed to make y'all think everything's a scam. I mean, everything is a scam, but not us. We're not scared. Okay, listen, and like he's then going on to describe every scam they pulled, right? We spent 7 months to last long, so you dumped 90% in like an hour. Everything you're saying, your team did the opposite. You're lying.
Or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking
The
to?
target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people.
In sales, we call this the takeaway. This is how idiots with low self-esteem, they fall victims to scammers, right? This is a takeaway scam. Oh, we don't even want you here. No, they want you. They want your money.
I don't know, y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
I'm going to say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm going to count myself as mentally ill.
Yeah, you sound like you're crashing out right now, brother. Like he just said, people invested in crypto are mentally ill. I mean, maybe he might have a point because I'm still trying to figure out like who invests in a Hawk Tour meme coin, right? So you might actually have a point. You and him are both mentally ill. Maybe take this as a lesson, wake up call. Okay, stop investing in meme coins. All right, if you care about crypto and I believe in cryptocurrency, like I like Monero and some of the real ones, right? Like I believe in that, right? But if the public starts playing these games and start feeding into the matrix hands, they're gonna regulate the market. It's gonna come down the pipeline, and you guys are gonna beg them to do it. I keep saying this, but like it's coming, and then y'all will be sitting there with your dicks in your hands, like, "Oh shit, what did we do? Where did we go wrong?" It's like, no, this was coming. Y'all let these scammers and instead of self-regulating your own community, like most people do in certain communities, like in the guys who are in cybersecurity, for example, right? We have certain programs out there and whatnot with huge backing and support. Those members of those communities that help with those programs, they also help in updating and patching things up, right? So you have a whole community invested in making sure that this particular tool that you're gonna need works. It's open source out there, right? So why doesn't the crypto market have a stronger presence of that? Y'all letting these scammers, whatnot, fork and do these dumb things, and then boom, y'all get slapped with regulations in all different continents or countries. I keep harping this, bro. We already lost. The game's over. We're just, it's over. They're gonna regulate it.
For even being here right now, we're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this started. I had watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him. And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why. The problem is people filibuster. So I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour explanations, which they will do if you let them. So
no, he's right. And then when you interrupt a lot, they'll make it seem like, oh, you're rude. You just interrupted me. You're never letting me finish. These guys know how to play games, man. They do know how to play games. But yeah, Golfy's right, man. Like, listen, it's up to people to be smart about these things. You have to be smarter about these things, bro.
Yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
Be happy to answer any
I have
questions.
questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey,
man.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading.
Damn.
Directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
Directly
No,
linked.
that's not true. That's
That
not
is
true.
true. That's a
No,
fact.
it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain.
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there.
What? Yeah. So then why you lying? Why you just lie? Why you just lie right there? Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. It's not linked to our account. But it is. Yeah, I know. I trust me. I know. But it's not true. What? Huh? I'm confused. No, but it is true, right? You know.
We can answer that.
You
No
know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay,
But
so there's tokens
Coffeezilla,
going directly from the main account,
Coffeezilla, just chill for a second,
and then it's getting sold for 50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now,
Yeah. Sam Bankman-Fried, when he was talking about that and exposing that, yeah, he's just used to these bullshit scammers, not you losers running a 2-bit scam that aren't. It's not even sophisticated enough to create intricate wallets that wouldn't link back to you. At least it'll be harder to link back to you. But again, y'all didn't. They found a direct link like that. Within hours, the whole scheme was undone. So clearly, your operation was elementary. Okay, that's why this is so brazen. And like, if she gets away with this, right, which she probably will, it will piss off a bunch of people, particularly the base that she was courting. A lot of these right wingers and whatnot. And you know they don't play about that shit, bro. So this is getting regulated.
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation,
built different,
right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet. You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that we
Selling out your
made.
fans. So
Over here, can you give
dump on your fans.
Hold on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled.
What? No. They're losing money as we speak. What do you mean there's no rug pull?
It's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us. That was
listen. You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think?
Wait, what is her talent really? She doesn't have years. That's why y'all pulled this bullshit rug pull. Because y'all know the 15 minutes of fame is up. Whatever money you were paying to these groups or influencer promotion teams that to keep her, what do you call it? To keep her as an industry plant, it's not working anymore. Okay, so why not cash in? Why not? And this is what it was.
There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
I think Haley is not smart enough to realize that whoever this guy is, and he's speaking like he's her manager, he low-key gotta just threw her under the bus. Right then and there. This is Haley Welch's project. Haley, I think you got. I think you made money, but they're gonna flip on you. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna see these guys go at each other. If the complaints get hard enough or crazy enough, these guys are going to be blaming each other. It's only going to be a matter of time. She's going to blame her management team. Management team already setting this up. She's not smart. If I was Haley, I'm like, hey, listen, it's the foundation, remember? We're a foundation. It's not a Haley Welch. Remember, you came to me with the contract about the foundation? Why are you saying it's my project? See, Haley's not smart. You got to really listen to what people say. And Coffeezilla, when he gets on you, this isn't a game.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? Right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking
we're
who
here every
actually
single
makes the
day.
millions of
Day
dollars in
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
two, day three. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak.
So freaking what? You're not justifying anything. If anything, you're justifying the cost of the fees that you guys unfairly jacked from her fan base. That's what you did. That's all you're doing right now, bruh. Like, you're not. This is mad shady. Like, it is mad shady. Like, you're just answer the question. If you want, pin it on Haley. You can just say it's all her fault. But stop talking about, like, the cost of running this thing. Y'all acting like you're running a Fortune 500 company. Stop. It's not that. Most of the money went to marketing. Whoever y'all had to pay to get as much people who were dumb enough to buy in that bought in. That's all this is. It don't take much to create a crypto coin or a meme token. It's not that hard. You actually put a little bit of your money into it. But other than that, the rest of it is marketing, because you need people to buy into it. Their real money. They need to buy your fake money with their real money. Do you understand where the power balance is? They need you more than you need them. This is crazy.
This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited?
A foundation in the Cayman Islands. What foundation in the Cayman Islands owns it? This is just getting even juicier. I mean, it's getting even. So they got y'all money in the Cayman Islands? Oh, they set this operation good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they got y'all good. They had the whole operation. So it's a whole random foundation in the Cayman Islands. And according to the manager, it has nothing to do with them. But Haley Welch is the face of the organization, just not the face of the foundation that's in the Cayman Islands. If I'm to understand what this clown is trying to explain, when millions of people or thousands of people probably lost their money right now. They lost millions of dollars. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, again, common sense, bro. I don't understand why it's not common.
Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It goes to attorneys. It goes to accountants. It goes to directors.
You're charging 15%
staff,
on a rug pool, and you're profiting from the rug pool.
There's no rug pool because we didn't.
Y'all see how you tried to flip it on CoffeeZilla? Hey, well, hold up, Coffee. Now, come on. Yeah, you don't see me asking you about what you do with your work line of work, right? I mean, who cares where fees go? We got bills to pay. They just told you where the fees went. The marketing bills, huh? Them Google ads and all them YouTube videos or YouTube ads, paid sponsors that y'all were running to hype this up, right? All of that. That's the bills y'all got to pay. But, like, they're telling you straight up, this is what they did to your money. Yeah, it's owned by a foundation that's not owned by Haley Welch, but Haley Welch is the face of the foundation. We got nothing to do with it, but it's in the Cayman Islands. First of all, Cayman Islands, yeah, okay. Y'all should have just been like, if you had spidey senses, it should have been like just tingling right then and there. The moment I would have heard Cayman Islands, I'm like, why? I thought this was a Haley Welch We Here Forever project. Why are you going to the Cayman Islands, girl?
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
you're saying,
do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled the rug. There was no rug pulled.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
You're defaming our character. Wow.
Talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your token.
You know what's going to come next? They're going to mute him. It always happens. They're gonna talk because he's asking too many questions, right? And look how he's trying to flip. Oh, you're committing defamation. You're defaming my character. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're saying bull. He's just this guy is a. I think he's been used to doing this more than once. This isn't his first time. I think we ought to investigate that guy particularly. Like, how many other influencers and crypto programs has he been involved in? Right? Because he looks like he's pulling out all the stops when it comes to lying for this, right? The person who's the face of this whole organization, Haley, hasn't even said a whole word yet.
Tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day one.
Wow.
From your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public?
Boom!
What the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
It's a scam, bro.
And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's.
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted.
You were asking too many questions, bro. Wow, bro. I love that flip that dude tried to do last minute. Well, how do you make your money? That's a typical, hey, listen, if I was one of the people that got scammed on this rug pull and I'm listening to CoffeeZilla go to town on this clown on my behalf to find out the truth, and I find out that one of his response to CoffeeZilla's question is, well, who pays you? How do you make your money? You know you're screwed. You lost your money. If you invested your life savings, sucks to be you. If you took out a credit card to buy these tokens, sucks to be you. You're gonna have to pay that interest back, okay? It just sucks to be you all around. Next time, stop falling for pretty blonde, blue-eyed white girls in cowboy hats and cowboy accents with meme coin tokens. It's not gonna work out. It's not a good idea to do stuff like that. But yeah, you got muted, Coffee, because it looks like they don't like the line of questioning. It's going too far. And Haley has not even said one word. Matter of fact, throughout that whole Spaces conversation, she ends up leaving because then her fans ends up asking too many questions, right? So the person who's the face of this entire rug pull where people lost millions of dollars, right, doesn't even want to be held responsible for her actions, or at least her major role in promoting that. I think this warrants a bunch of y'all old folks who probably invested in this. Some of y'all who are attracted to pretty brown little things and cowboy hats and cowboy accents. You better call the SEC and get your money back. Hopefully you can get your money back, right? I mean, oh, that's right. It's in the Cayman Islands. Who would have thought the Cayman Islands would have been a big red flag?
So yeah, that was the conversation. Obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because I don't know, there was something about this guy berating people who had lost money and insisting that what was so transparently true about the fees being made, about who's benefiting from the pre-sale, just dodging all of that. It gets me so bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point. But, you know, what can I say? I'm only human. I will go ahead and highlight there were two other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This 100%.
Yeah, it's funny because the FaZe clan are known for scamming and gambling.
Percent was a mismanaged, mislaunched. Like this is took what CoffeeZilla said. I would label this a scam as well.
Damn.
It's pretty obvious.
Yo, that's bad.
Like CoffeeZilla brought up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were like,
no, that's not true. It's not true.
yeah, yes, it is
It's
true.
false.
Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also Nick O'Neill, who is another crypto Twitter guy, he got up there and he asked them basically what I did because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, where's the money going to? And then Tuah girl, decided it was time for bed, and that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Ugh! Like, what? Her voice. She sounds like a cartoon character that's a rodent. Like, just running around. I'll tell you later. Like, ugh. Like, there's no flow or softening to her voice. It's just jagged and choppy and I can't hear that. Like, what are you, a Nickelodeon twin? Like, stop. What are you doing? Talk normal. Like, that ain't how you talk. That can't be how she talks. But you can see how she gets a bunch of these older white dudes hot and bothered. They all hot and bothered for her.
Okay. For talking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning you go, oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed, Gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow.
The real question is, did she even understand every word that was going on in that interview? I don't even think she really knew what. I actually don't. I think she knows the money part, and I think she understood they did a bad thing in terms of how she got the money, because clearly there was a lot of insider training involved. So she knows something was funny with that. But I don't think she understands, like, the details of how this works. That's why she's completely unbothered, or she sounds unbothered with the kind of questions CoffeeZilla and some of these other guys who formerly probably were part of groups that did rug pull themselves, right? Or they're asking very specific questions here, because these are really, really, really specific, right? So I don't think Haley was paying attention. I don't think she knows, like, the details of what's going on. And I think whatever management team she partnered with on this, they're going to throw her under the bus. She's going to get burned. You watch.
It's just wild. These people are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning when you have a project which, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the, hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these, like, Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the end of the day, when you make millions of dollars on launch,
do it the right way simply means you're not getting your money back the moment you invest.
Where does that come from? When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in? That is my problem. That is my issue. And that's why I came at them so hard. And that's basically it.
Hey, listen, CoffeeZilla, you my dog, and no, I'm going to just have you say pause on that, bro. I'm just going to have to say pause on that, bro.
I think Haley Welsh or Tuah girl, to whatever extent she was involved, is still unclear, or was unclear until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me.
Uh-oh.
I'm just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a offline convo. I said I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said, what company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies, she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees or whatever they have? I don't know. I don't know what costs they have, but 50% is a lot. They were supposed to be mutually approved between her and the company. All decisions regarding to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans and do right by the community. That's not going to happen. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate what you... Okay, we all know. They always say that, by the way.
It's fluff. They just want you to go easy on them. Right, that's that's the whole reason why they're saying it. Oh, I love your work, dude. Like, I mean, come on, this just, yeah, you know, we love you. Please do not destroy us in your take. He's gonna do exactly that because I mean, this isn't his first rodeo. He's gonna, y'all getting exposed, and it's gonna be pretty bad. All right, so I mean, she can't pretend that she didn't know what the hell was going on. This seems pretty clear, right? So it seems as though she got paid $125K in advance to promote this, and it actually falls in line with what these companies do, right? These management companies will approach top influencers and they will give them these deals, but in addition to these deals to promote the crypto, they'll also give out tokens as well, right? So in this case, though, they're admitting that she made money off of the wallet as well, right? So not the wallet, off of the fees as well. So the fees, so she probably got a little bit of free tokens in addition to the 125K to market it. So she got paid every which way on Sunday. She got paid. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? But the thing is, now as more things are coming to the light, it's who's going to throw who under the bus, right? Because now this lawyer is reaching out, trying to sweeten the deal, or at least make things right or explain things. But in all actuality, maybe it's not the lawyer. Maybe it's the same guy CoffeeZilla was talking to, trying to explain the scenario, right? I mean, dude, I mean, see, once you would get common sense, a bunch of y'all pill popping tards out there, right? You'll start to see through these bullshit. It's almost like you have like a superpower or some shit, right? You're like, oh, wow, you are bullshitting. My bullshit detector never fails, right? Some of y'all got the gut feeling too, but for some reason, we choose to ignore these natural gifts that we have. Why? I mean, common sense is supposed to be common. We all supposed to have it. Why is it that few people choose to use it? Y'all have these things, right? If y'all could just use a little bit of skills you got, okay, you would avoid being victimized by these clear predators that are already out here to take your money. Listen, Haley ain't making money out there with these podcasts. She was an industry plant that knew her time was up, all right? She was about to get spit out. So what do you do when that happens? Well, you do a rug pull on crypto. That's the best way to cash out, right? And then if you decide to come back for a second run, then you start an OnlyFans and tease those weirdos with it. And it'll be the same fan base because they never learn. It's like it's built into our DNA or something. We just don't learn from our past or our mistakes. This shit sucks, bro. I appreciate y'all. What y'all think about this with the SEC complaint? What do you guys think about what I said earlier, where I think this is going to be a start, especially when we see how brazen these crypto scams become? This is going to be a start of regulation. Like the people, especially if they're targeting the average Joe. It's one thing if you target people who are in the industry, like crypto bros. But if you're targeting average people who don't know, they're gonna call the police, right? The crypto bros, they're in the industry, so it's like, hey, I lose 30 grand. It's alright, it's my fault, whatever, right? The average Joes, they not playing that. They calling the police, and in this case, it's the SEC. They coming for you, Haley. So, all right, listen, chat. Let me know what you think. You think this is a start of a path towards the inevitable, which is regulation of crypto market? Or do you think, dude, come on, this is way too far-fetched? Haley is innocent, okay? Haley's innocent. She had no idea what's going on, okay? And these guys, they were predatory. They were predatory. They came at her and whatnot, but she's totally innocent. Y'all let me know. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.